Hello everyone, this is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas. I will be working on a few Easter projects today and I hope that you will join me. I will be starting my project. This is the square form that I will be working on in this project. And I will be using my yarns also. And my wreath form is from Dollar Tree, and it is a 14 square frame. And the what I would like to do is to cut out the outer frame, and it's going to leave me with just the two inner rings. It is going to become a 12-inch when I cut off the outside ring. So you will need a good wire cutter to cut the extra ring off your frame. I have cut off the outer ring. Just make sure to cut as close as you can to that form there. And this is what I have. I have flattened my form as much as I could. It still bows a little bit, but that's fine. Just be careful that you don't accidentally separate your points there. If it does, you have to figure out a way to glue it back together. My yarn also came from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be using this Premier Just Chanel yarn. Look at that. This is the fuzzy yarn. They're really cute. I will be braiding my yarn. So I do have a little storage bin here. So what I'm going to do is just tuck them in here like this. That way when I pull on my yarn, I can control where my yarns are rolling. So I'll just pull it out like this. See there? It just makes it a lot easier. I have decided to use these colors here. I think these colors will work really well with the eggs I chose. So these are the eggs I plan to use. These are speckled eggs, and they came out of my supply box. I bought these after the season a while back, so this will work really well with my project. And one more thing, when you use these Chanel yarn from the Dollar Tree, I like to put a knot at the end of my yarn, just like this. And because they do tend to fray, so, and then just pull off the end there, and then you don't have to worry about that anymore. Just a helpful hint there. So I will be braiding my yarn together, so I need to cut my yarn. I think I will give myself about 3 yards at a time. You can cut your yarn to whatever you're comfortable with, so that's a good length for me. And I will need to braid enough to fill my form here. So I have cut my yarn to 3 yards. So I have my little helper here. It is actually a rose maker, but I like to use it when I'm braiding. So I'm going to take my 6 strands of yarn here, and I'm just going to put a knot right here. Just a very loose one, like this, and then I'm going to put it on the little piece there to catch it, just to hold it in place for me. And then I'm going to start braiding. I'm just going to pick a color and pair it with the white. So I have the 3 strands to braid together. And I'm just going to bunch my yarn right here to where I'm, comfortable with. And then I'm going to go ahead and just braid this. I'm going to do like a loose braid. I don't want it too tight. So just like that. And then just switch my yarn, my pile of yarns back and forth like this. It's starting to take shape, and look how cute that's going to look. And it's going to work really well with my eggs. How adorable, right? I am just about done braiding my length of 3 yards of ribbon, or yarn, sorry, yarn. So here we go. It doesn't matter how what you do, this happens sometimes. Don't worry about it. It's okay. So then I got there, and then I'm just going to put a knot right there at the end. And that's just to hold my braid together. And let me get that knot to the end here. There we go. And then just trim off that excess. Okay, now I have my helper here. I've been rolling my braid around it. So let me measure this and let's see what we came up with. I have 2 yards and 26 inches. So that is pretty good, right? So, and then let me do a little test on my frame. And let's see how many of these we're going to need to do. So that is 1. I can get it around the frame there. This is gonna look cute. And then here. And 1 more round. I think I need to do 1 more length of 3 yards. I think that'll be plenty. Look at that. It's going to look stunning, right? I wanted to show you right quick. Remember that at the beginning of our threading we put a loose knot there? I'm going to go ahead and fix that. And I'm going to undo this knot first. The loose knot part. And I'm just going to complete the braiding on this side. Let me make sure my strands are together first. There you go. And catch those there. And then gather your end there and then just put a knot. Like we did at the other end when we finished. And just roll it to the end there, tighten it, and then just cut that off. I now have 2 strands of 3 yards of braided yarn. So for this project you will need 4 rolls of yarn is what you will need if you decide to use the color I'm using anyways. So you just need 1 lavender, 1 mint, 1 gray, and 1 roll of white. I have my frame here, and I would like to put some ribbon on the frame itself And because my yarn is loosely braided, I don't want it to fall through. So I found some ribbon here in my supply box, and I need it wide enough to cover the frame on the inside, just a little touching, but I want it to fold back over and to cover my cut pieces here. So I need about 14 inches, or around there, just enough to fold back over on each side. And I will need 4 pieces to cover the frame here. I have covered my frame with the ribbon, and I have managed to get all the sharp bits covered on my frame there. And I am ready to add my braiding. I think that I will start from the inside and then work out to the outer of the frame. And I'm going to use my multi-purpose cement. I want to be able to reposition if I have to. This is what my frame looks like now. And I went ahead and added my hair, and I'm just using a Chanel stem. I am ready to add in all my embellishments, and I want to put my embellishments right here in the center. So I have my eggs, I have a bunch of floral picks. I also have some green foliage in here. Here is my completed wreath. Look at that. That is really cute, right? Look at that. This is my bouquet. It is really, really cute. I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. And I hope you give it a try too. On this wreath form, which is 8-inch, I am going to use the white Chanel yarn, and I will be using these small glittered eggs. On this form, I want to wrap my yarn around the wreath form. Now, just a hint, you can wrap it one strand of yarn at a time like this, but that is time consuming and it's all preference. What I want to do is just cut maybe 2 yards of this yarn here, and then I'm going to let me cut this right quick. So let's do I'm going to cut it at 2 yards, and then I'm going to make 4 strands out of that. See there? And then I'm going to take this and just catch my yarn like that. Now you can do a longer length of yarn if you like, but I'm going to do mine this way. So I'm going to do like the macrame effect. I'm going to catch it every time I wrap the frame like that, and wrap it again, catch it one more time. So this gives it a little its own design. Oops. So you know that boho effect. So and then when you come up with the extra ones, just cut that even like that, and then go ahead and cut another length of yarn and keep doing that. So you'll just want to tuck this underneath when you wrap the next yarn. So when you are adding your next set of yarn, just take the ending there, kind of hold it there, keep the bunch together, take your new loop, grab the endings there so it doesn't drop into the loop or into the frame, and then go ahead and tighten that down. And make another loop. And you should be able to catch all of it now. See, just a little bit left. And then just to pay attention to your yarn and make sure that it stays flat. And like that. Yeah, that's how you hide the ending on your yarn. And continue doing that all the way around your wreath. I am just about done wrapping my wire form here. I just started a new bit of wrapping, so I'm gonna finish this up right here. Okay, that's good. And then I'm going to tuck that end piece back in there and then finish up off my yarn here. So so I've met up to where I started with all this yarn. Just giving a tug because one of those loose. There you go. And then the rest I'm just going to weave or wrap around where I've already put yarn at. It's not going to hurt it, so it's just going to blend right in. And just make sure that your yarns are laying flat, or it will get bulky in certain sections. See there, like that. And unbulk that. Okay, now I'm just going to I'm going to use this, whatever's left right here, for my hanger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that half the yarn and loop it through my last wrap, and I just got to get that back through. There we go. And then I'm just going to tie that off like that. So now I have something to hang my little form with. And you can cut that even if you like. Let's see if I can get that. And then of course you want to take your two pieces together and knot it. Remember, this a yarn phrase, so that will help. And then take the other two and knot that one also. Knot them together and take out that extra bit. There we go. So we have a hanger right there. So this isn't the 8-inch form, but I have used just about all my yarn. See, I almost used the full skein, so you make sure to have a full skein of yarn for this project. And look at that, I like it. It does the edging. I like the edging. It gives it character. So, and then this one, I just want to decorate some eggs on, and just do a little clustering here like this. And I will I want to tuck some flowers in it also. I have some pink flowers here, and it has a little purple cone like I did use on the last wreath, and I like that, so I'm gonna just cut that off so I can use that on this wreath. And I want to use the pink flowers also. So I'm going to trim this down. Okay, let's see. I want to go ahead and start building a little bouquet right here. So I have this greenery. I think this one will work really well for what I have in mind. Here is my completed small wreath. Look at that. Just adorable. I love the way it turned out. I'm quite happy with it. I plan to display this on my wall in my home, and I made 2 others, and I will display them all together. So let me show you the other 2 I've made. Look at this. I love this. This is the violet one. It is very cute. And then one more. This is the mint one. Look at that. Just adorable. I love them all. Here are the 3 wreaths. Look at that. Very, very cute. I'm quite happy with that. And I hope you guys like those too. I have my Easter lights. These are from my supply box. And look at that. They're pastel lights. I like my lights. So I want to attach my eggs to these. And I bought these eggs from the Dollar Tree. You get 6 eggs per package, and they're like iridescent colored eggs. I like these, they're cute. And I bought 4 packages, so we'll see if that's enough. If not, I will have to run back to Dollar Tree and grab some more before they sell out. So I was looking at my egg. You get 2 holes at the top and 2 holes at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the top here. And I do have my serrated craft knife here. So I'm just going to cut from one hole to the other. And then I think I want to put a 3rd slit in there. Just so that my egg won't crack when I try to force my light through the cut here, just like this, see? And then I want to put some glue on here because it keeps popping apart. And I do have my multi-purpose cement here, and just would put a dab of glue here. You can use your glue gun if you like. Put a dab of hot glue there. So I think this will work just fine. And then I'm gonna just put my light in here. And I'm not too concerned about matching the lights and the eggs. I just want to pick a color and string my eggs on the light. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting and gluing all my eggs in, and then add the eggs onto my light. These eggs, since it has the 2 holes at the top and 2 holes at the bottom, it'll work to my, it'll work for my project, because I plan to put my lights on my deck. So, you know, if it rains, I don't have to worry about the water pooling in the egg. You know, it'll run out the bottom, which is, you know, a very good thing for me. Oh, that one fell apart. Oh, my glue's not dry yet, and put pressure on there and it popped apart. There we go. Put a little bit more on there. Okay, so let's see, where am I at? There. And so the only thing I'm doing is not putting the same color next to each other. This one right here. Let's see. That'll work. This is fun, right? It's one of them projects, you know, go to YouTube, bring up Aurelia's crafting ideas, pick a playlist, and start adding your eggs. Let's see. I think I need, what do I have? Trying to see what color. Okay, maybe yellow's next. There we go. That one, and then maybe a blue one. So I have ran out of eggs. I need more eggs. So it's probably a good idea to know how many lights you have on your string. So I need 2, 4, 6. I need 2 more packages to complete my lights. Now, my light doesn't go end to end. You know how you connect some lights, so yeah. But anyways, so this is what I have so far. Oh, look at this, so cute. Okay, I'm gonna plug this in, and oh wait, I have a stowaway over here. Let me put some glue on here. I still need 2 more packages. Slide that one on. Let me check the floor, make sure I didn't drop any on the floor. No, it looks like that's it. So let's see, let me get this plugged in. Look at that, how cute, right? Oh, let me turn off some lights right quick. Give me a minute here. Well, look at that. Aren't they fantastic? Oh, hold on. Missed the light. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I love it. So here is what my light looks like without the eggs. See there? And this is after the eggs. How adorable. My deck is going to look awesome. I'm so glad I chose the colored eggs. So yeah, the darker the color on the eggs, the more vibrant your lights are going to look. I'm quite happy with this. So cute. Well, I hope you guys give these egg lights a chance. You know, the Dollar Tree does carry all sorts of shapes and colors, so pick one you like and string it on your lights. Have fun.